So again, Young Dolph is there's a lot of rappers who I hadn't followed, hadn't been up on none of it. I'm more on the conversation that's on the internet, and because I remember you might have been one of the first persons that I heard mention Nipsey Hussle to make me either look him up. Somebody else mentioned what's the dude that used to be on the Kevin Gates. Mozzie, and I started just looking them up. And then there's been other people like that. I was like, okay. And then I hear their story, and I was quite impressed though with Nipsey as far as what he could have been for the culture had not stuff went that way. Yeah. But Dolph ended up being another one. From my perspective, I started kind of researching, and I was just like, wow, it seemed like he helped a lot of people. You still hear people to this day. Like a lot of times when a person die, man, it's almost like after a while, like you ain't talking about him no more. But it's almost like he left more of an impact. Like Nipsey, he left an impact in a different way than some don't. Like some, they pass and it's almost like, oh, they ain't talking about him no more. It's just kind of die away. But he apparently helped so many people in the city, and that it just ended up turning into just you see why so many people want to see justice. Welcome to the Khari NuKree Talk That Talk podcast. My name is Marcus. You can call me NuKree.
And I'm Khari, and I go by the name of Satan.
This podcast is just an open discussion. We just talking that talk about different things, worldview of things going on in the world.
We decided to start this podcast and call it Talk That Talk because we talk about a lot of different things. And
we actually blood brothers, so we're not brothers from another mother. We brothers from the same mother. We brothers from the same mother. We brothers from the same mother. Subscribing to the channel so we can grow it, and maybe consider being a guest on our show if you got something you want to talk about.
Yeah, it's why you just got to tune in and see. Okay, darn, they talk about everything. Well, Dolph was different, man. Dolph, just far as with our culture, just to have them fleet of expensive cars was already something different. Just far as setting a trend, camouflage, you know what I'm talking about? And we ain't even, Master P, you would have thought would have probably had the camouflage fleets or something showing them, you know what I mean? But it was Dolph who showed it, so, I don't know, it's interesting because the people who, they said they trying to connect it to, I think they trying to tie Yo Gotti into this. It's like a crabs in a bucket. They trying to use Big Jug. So don't keep bringing his name up, trying to use his name to pull Gotti into it, man. And just getting on the case. Like, did you see any of the stuff on news or on internet? Yeah. So you seen how they the guy who gunned him down, the first guy.
Yeah, Johnson.
No, it wasn't Johnson. Was the driver.
Okay.
The guy who had the
Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the blue trigger stays on.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right? That's your gap hood, is that right? That's who you're shooting at? Alright, now back it up again.
Okay.
Like a automatic weapon. Johnson had like a Glock or something. Dude had automatic. He was the first one shot through the window at Dolph. So
I couldn't tell who was who.
Yeah, and what's crazy about it? Not that it's crazy, but they end up. He testified against dude who shot him too, though.
Right.
But he had already probably killed Dolph. He shooting with automatic, so ain't no telling how many bullets went off into Dolph's body before Justin came out the car. But just because he testified against Justin, and I'm gonna tell you, he'll probably end up with about 20 years or 15. Justin got life for that. Because he didn't testify against nobody, which he should get life. I ain't saying he shouldn't, but because that's crazy, man. What he did was crazy. But what I'm looking at is like how if you work a deal with the authorities or the court system, how they'll cut another person a deal. Dude, the one who gunned him down. That's the part I'm saying. Like, how y'all gonna excuse what he did? He should get life too. But I know he'll probably get like.
I think he put a little bit of spotlight on himself in a way that didn't make it no better. So even though the other guy was the more, it's just like, okay, well, that didn't help you, buddy. So, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I think some
I
of
didn't
that.
even think about that.
Yeah.
Memphis rapper, he's accused of being one of the gunmen along with Cornelius Smith. But prosecutors allege the overall mastermind was Big Jook, a high up at CMG. That's a rival record label of Young Dolph.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I was looking at that early before he even got caught. He was putting out some little songs. They was playing his little songs that he put out, and it was like.
But you know something? The only watching that, and when you observe Justin, only thing I can't give him no credit because he should have never messed with Dolph. Dolph was gold.
He picked the wrong one.
Yeah, like Nipsey was gold. Right. Don't come on, brother. Them the golden child. Leave them alone. But I can't even say it's respect, but I want to say respect that he just took it like a man and went on about his business.
I can go with you on that.
You know what I'm talking about? He didn't. He know he probably could have. If anything, he could have told his dude shot first. Yeah. He could have been the one talking, but he was like, you know what I mean? But I'm standing on it, so I got respect for him because he stood up to what he did. Okay. That's what I got respect for. He stood up to what he did like a man, didn't whine and cry. Yeah. He went on about his business, like sat there like a man, took his charge, probably go cry, to himself, and then go on and get ready for that bid that he got. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but
that's good. That's good, man. I like to think of myself as a student of the art of music. My points of view may have changed from back when I was doing music and having fun with my crew back then and stuff, in terms of some of the violence that's coming out of it and some of the nobody's being empowered really. I think Nips is the closest to me, even though.
Hold on, what you mean nobody's being empowered?
When I was coming up doing music, thinking, we're gonna be big one day. I'm saying I've seen the decline since. That it ain't no unit. The same way you saying that there ain't many people supporting Umar like it need to, and that could have been already if he's the real deal, that could have been an accomplished project. But
yeah, that's right.
But with music, it's almost just like, man, you done took Nipsey Hussle away. He had that vision. Yeah. And then it still got to be, whether it's gang stuff or whether you say it's the government or whether you say it's whatever did it.
Yeah, you took a good one, man.
Yeah, so I'm just saying the appeal ain't even the same with me. One, I ain't interested in doing no rapping anyway, but the appeal ain't there no more because I'm just like, man, it's just, yeah, it's like, and then the ones who really get hold to some money, man, sometimes don't do what needs to be done to
advance us forward.
Yeah, to help us. I know people like what's the over rap a lot? Who's rap a lot? My guy,
Jay Prince.
I think Jay Prince. I think done some powerful things in Texas and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it ain't a whole lot of people who's mimic that. I think T.I. is doing some good things with housing. What's your boy? Slim Thug. He's got housing and stuff. So there's some people that's doing it. So it ain't
it's not enough. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I was watching the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban. Don't you know he bought a town in Texas? A town, brother. He bought a whole town in Texas, man.
Who else did something to that? So you said a town.
A whole town.
Okay, now I'm talking about a neighborhood.
No, he got a town. Cause dude, the person.
What's the comedian name? Mike Epps.
No, he got a block.
Just to close back out with Dolph, he invested in a lot of real estate, and he's got some allotted to his kids. Yeah. I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't even know it till he passed away that he had all that.
I didn't know either. You know what I mean? But it was mentioned maybe.
But just the type of person he was, because he was independent. I doubted. I just didn't know he had done it. But like a person in his mindset, I can see him doing,
And what about all those earlier close calls, man? Because he had already been shut up.
Look, you know what's crazy? When doing his trial, when they called the I forget what you call a person who do the autopsy report. This was a woman, and she said, look, I forget how many times he got shot, 15, 20 times, whatever. But he already had bullets in him from California that was still in his body. It was like she talked about all the the bullets and the ones that was wearing large
and all kind of stuff. Yeah.
And she was like, she talked, like, well, these other 4 came from 2005 or whatever, 2000 and whatever year. But there was some additional bullets, the ones that when dude killed them. Yeah, so
hit that subscribe button, like, share, leave a comment. Might be a perspective of Dolph that we left out. Feel free to comment on it. I will say, whether it's the hip hop culture or whatever, I don't even know if that camera's still on. That might be out. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this.
Okay, yeah.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Like and share. If there's any additional comments that you got that we might have left out about Dolph, hit that up in the comment section.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about, my bro.